Hi. Come on in. Come on. I have a surprise for you today because this Temu haul is sponsored. Thank you, Temu, for inviting me to join in your program, your influencer program. I will do my best. I really appreciate that everything you're going to see today has been gifted to me by Temu. All right, they provided me with seed money, let me choose the items that I wanted. Everything was my choice. They sent everything to me, and down below in the description box, you will also see my link for all new users and current users. Use that link to access Temu. New users get to spin the wheel for the daily rewards. All users get to do that. New users will get to use my code, which is AFC, as in Apple February Charlie, AFC 95851. My code will get new users 50% off your first order. No joke. That's a fact. There's a lot of mystery around Temu. Down below in the description, beneath my link and my code, you will also find links for all the products I'm going to show you today and their prices. All right, so without much further ado, let's get started. Pens. I go through more pens. You know that old saying, you've got more this or that than Carter's got liver pills? You've probably heard your family and your parents say that a lot. These are just pastel covered pens. Pink, purple, light green, dark green, and a yellow color. All right, really pretty little pens. This is a set of 5, and the pens were $1.44 for 5. They all come with a little protective red tip on the bottom, and they write. Let's see if I find a piece of paper down here. I'm sitting at my desk. I should have paper. Yep. Nice fine line black. Okay, fine. Why is that not showing? There. Oh, there we go. Would help if I got where I needed it to be. So fine line black ink, very, very nice quality. This next item was $1.59. This is a loofah, and I love this loofah. This is an ivory colored loofah. Hang on, it's a little bright. Let's see if I can adjust my light a little bit. There we go. All right, this is an ivory loofah, and if you look on the end, can you see these little balls? These little tiny, and these are very soft, very cottony. They're attached to the loofah itself. So this gives 2 different textures. This will be mostly soft. So what I got this for, and you can see the size, it fits nicely in the hand and it does have the strap. All right. This one is for face. I got this so that I can have that little extra softness and use this only on my face. So I thought this was really, really nice. $1.59 for this one, and it's textured, it's a good size, and I love that it's ivory. It'll go with any bathroom. Oddly enough, it has a gray strap on it, and the colors in my bathroom are gray, ivory, and teal. Meant to be? I think so. All right, this item was $2.29. This is a strawberry cutter. It's red, bright red, just like a strawberry would be. And this is big. Look at this. I wish I had a ruler so I could. Do I have a ruler handy? I don't. Just sit at a desk and not have a ruler. Anyway, nice and thick. This will hold those really big berries. Everybody likes those giant ones. Very simply opens up. The blades are up here on the top. It's going to be kind of hard. There we go. You see the blades? They're up here on the top. And then you've got the grids down in the bottom. You set your strawberry in, close the lid, and you've got nice slices. This thing is bright candy apple red, though I know it doesn't look like it in the image, but it's candy apple red, or strawberry red, should I say? So again, that was a great item. $2.29 for that. All right, next item that we have, these are transparent note sheets. All right, it's just a little pack of about 50 sheets. This was 65 cents, and these are really thin. I can see how you can see my fingers behind them. You can see my nails right through them. They're translucent. They're not completely transparent, but they're thin enough I can put them in my ledger, in my notebook. I can write on these, but I can still see what's underneath them. It's not like a regular sticky pad where you wouldn't be able to see beneath what you're writing without having to pick it up and move it. But I like these. So they do come in bigger packs, like really thick packs. You can get several pads at a time. In other words, all different quantities, all different prices. But I decided I was going to start small because I don't know how they're going to work for me. Now that I see them, I'm thinking they're going to work okay, but time will tell. Yeah. Oh, the bag. This is a clear bag. This was $1.98. All right, so as you can see, it's pretty wide. All right, so it's about this wide. It's pretty long. It's got a pretty good depth to it. I love that it's covered in all these cute little flowers. Got a little pink zipper on it. All right, zipper does work. I've had this open and closed a few times, but basically this is what you're looking at. So it's a nice square, rectangular, but you know, it's a great box. Love this nice sturdy bag. Very, it's thick. It's really good. Actually bigger and cuter than what I expected. So I am very pleasantly surprised by that. Temu never fails to surprise me. What else we got in here? All right, we have a 6-pack of little boxes. Okay, they come like this, all rubber banded. Get one out of here. Okay. Cute little boxes. They're about an inch square, about a ½ inch high. They close securely. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but they close very tightly. Love these. Set of 6 again for these, 39 cents. Those are going into my jewelry business. Okay, next item. I got my little container over here. Hold on, I need a sip. Ah, all right. Meat thermometer. Can you believe I've reached this ripe young age? I'm a young senior. I'm not a senior. My mom is a senior. She's 94. I'm a junior senior or a young senior, and I've never had a meat thermometer in my entire life. The way that we always used to check is we would check our meat by poking it with a fork, seeing how much juice came out of it, how hard it was to get the fork into it, or we would take a small little slice, a very tiny little incision in the center of it to see how juicy it still was, how rare it still was. And a lot of times we didn't do either. A lot of times we just did it by smell. You could tell by the aroma when you knew something was cooked. It's like you walk into a restaurant and you smell certain things. It's the same way at home. When you're cooking at home, if you had enough experience, you walk in, you're going to smell and you're going to know by smell that it's been done. So let's pop the little top off of this. This out. Hold on. All right. In here is instructions. Now, yes, there's instructions in that funky language that most of us cannot read. But then there is also English instructions. I'm excited about that. I don't really need instructions for meat thermometer, but I will read it at least once to make sure I'm not missing anything. So keep those in there. All right, what did I do with the thermometer? Oh, there it is. Okay, this is the digital thermometer. On the end here, it says battery. I don't know if you can see that. And it tells you which way to twist it. And I see the little dial. This is where the battery is. This is not rechargeable. This does run off a battery. If I can get it out without losing it. And it's one of these little, what I call little watch batteries or dime batteries. They have different names. I don't know what you call them. I just refer to them as the watch type batteries. They're the little flat batteries. Right. Usually these things get a pretty good amount of life to them, so I'm not too worried about it. Top comes on and off easy. It has an on and off switch, which is right here. Off and on. And it'll always do the 8s, when you're turning it first on. All right. Then you have a button here, and this button is Celsius or Fahrenheit. So if you look in the corner, you can see the little F right there for Fahrenheit. If I push it again, Can I push it with my nails? There we go. Yes. Oh, I am pushing it. Then it turns to a C for Celsius. So depending on where you live, I know I have some viewers that are in England. They probably use Celsius. Those of us over here in the States, we use Fahrenheit. So you can change it for where you are. By the way, Great British Baking Show is one of my favorite things, which is why I picked this thermometer, because this is almost identical to everything they use and it gets accurate results. Any digital gets very, very accurate results. This also has a hold button. All right, so if you want to hold and record the temperature, you can do that. And it'll hold that temperature so when you put it down on the counter and you look away and you say, oh, wait, what was that temperature a few minutes ago? It'll still be there. It'll be right there on the hold button. All right, which is a great feature, I think. And then the last one is maximum and minimum. So the maximum temperature that you want and the minimum temperature that it's going to go at. Very, very sturdy item, very simple to use. This is really strong, nice stainless steel. I really like that. The case is really strong. So for this was $2.99, which is a steal for a digital thermometer. So I'm really happy with that. Almost as happy as having English instructions. Hey, Temu is getting better. A lot of their stuff now is coming with English instructions, so I can't complain about that. All right, hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the phone. All right. Did I just drop something? I can never tell if I did or not. All right. This next item I'm going to show you, this is a cover to go in your microwave. This was $3.99. And this doesn't cover your plate. This gets attached to the roof of your microwave. It goes up here like this. All right. By magnets. These are your magnets. There's 4. I have one in my hand because I want to show it to you. All right. So these magnets go up, they sit up there. And when your food cooks, everything splashes. Technically, when it explodes, it goes up. It'll go out a little, but because it does have the sides that come down a little bit, it will protect it from that. So I'm thinking that my angry mama might not be used as much and I can semi-retire her, kind of like me being in semi-retirement. Okay, so what makes this work is this little magnet. This magnet is wrapped in foil and it is shiny because it's wrapped in silver foil. Right? This magnet sits underneath, I don't want to put that on my computer, underneath these black caps that you see. So if you look on the inside, whoa, I just knocked my computer over. I'm sorry, I'm back. Still got focus. Okay. All right. On the inside, if you look, you can see they look white here, but they're actually silver. That's the magnet. All right. And it's wrapped to protect your microwave. And that's why it has the plastic caps. So basically, it just sits on here. These little things just pop on. They've got little tiny legs underneath them. I don't know if you can see the little pegs right there. See the little peg sticking out? It's got a little peg sticking out. And all you have to do, and I show you this because this is how you clean this. You have to take it apart, take the magnets off of it. There we go. I don't know if you heard it click into place, but you have to take the magnets off. And you can put this in the dishwasher to give it a really good cleaning when it needs it. Or you can wash it by hand. Easy to put apart, take apart, easy to mount because it's magnetic, easy to clean, BPA free, dishwasher safe. Absolutely love this cover. $3.99 for this. That's a bargain. I'm gonna have to use this to put some stuff in. Hold on a sec. While I get a little bit more organized. All right, there we go. Got a couple of more things here to show you. All right. The next 2 items, I have 2 of these. These are tracker keys. All right. These go on your key ring. They go on the lanyard. They go on the dog collar. You put them in the kids' pockets or inside their backpack. You can attach them to any handle that you might have for your phone. Sometimes they call them phone trackers, but basically that means that they are connected wirelessly. They're linked to your phone. So I plan on putting 2 of these. I've got 2 of them. I've got one open that I'm going to show you in a second. I plan on putting this black one on my black dog and I got this golden colored one. All right, I'm going to be putting this on my brown male. So if my dog should ever get out of the yard, I'll be able to track them. So very simple. There's your opening in the back for the battery, and this has one of those little thin batteries. This tab, all you do to activate it is pull this plastic out, and then you have your turn on button. Once you press that with the plastic on, it's activated. It does come with instructions, all right, so that you can link this to your phone, and it gives you 3 different options so that you can match it to whatever your device is. You scan that, it'll download it and link it to your phone. So I'm not sure if each individual ones has their own or if the app will work on any one that you have. And that's something I have to figure out because I will have 2 of them, one for each dog. And I only have one phone. So hopefully it'll be one app will recognize both devices, which I think is great. I can put one of these in my mom's pocket when I take her someplace. And if she decides to wander off, I can find her. I know it's a terrible thing to say, but you know what? I love mom dearly. Don't get me wrong on that. But she's very much a 3-year-old. She has Alzheimer's and she's regressing. So when I take her someplace, number one, she has to touch everything. She has to try to take things. I can't even tell you how many things I've stopped her from stealing when I take her someplace, especially the sweets. She's got a real sweet tooth. But I can't get up and go to the bathroom and leave her sitting because if she doesn't know where she is, she'll get up and start wandering. This will let me know exactly where she is. So I could always get, matter of fact, I think I will get another one. I'll either put it on a lanyard to go around her neck, and tuck inside so she doesn't see it. I'll turn it into a brooch pin and put some bling bling or something on it to make it look good for her. But yeah, you can think of anything that you want to be able to find. This is it. Dogs, cats, especially here in Arizona, little dogs and little cats. You definitely want to make sure they have something like this because we don't want the coyotes getting to them before we can find them, right? And that's the reason for these for my dogs. Even though my dogs are big and the coyotes are afraid of them, if there's enough coyotes, my 2 dogs don't stand a chance, all right? Pit bull or not, if they're outnumbered. They'll go down fighting, but I don't want them to go down. So I got one of these for each of them. Thank you for that, Temu. You're going to keep my dogs safe. All right. Next item. This is a 28. I was just counting. You heard the tapping. I was counting the grids. This is a 28 grid storage box. This was $1.99. 28 grids. It's pretty thin, but it's a good size for beadwork, charms, diamond painting, that kind of thing. But this is one reason why I got this particular one. Do you see the grids are also in the lid? Can you see these lines? All right. See the grooves? That means that every time I close this, these grooves lock over the top of these squares. So when I close it and seal it, anything that I have in this chamber is not going to jump across the wall into that one, or this one's not going to jump to that one, or vice versa. They're going to stay in their designated little squares. Locks tightly. You can hear that. Unlocks tightly. Very secure case. Really, really like this. This is the best feature of all. That nothing is going to, because I take my jewelry stuff all over the place. My repair pieces that I need when I go out to someone's home and they say, well, gee, I have a bunch of jewelry that needs to be repaired. I fill this with all sorts of stuff that could possibly need. Earring backs and, clips and claws and, every kind of hook. If there's beadwork missing, I'll find out. I'll get pictures from it in advance. I'll throw the extra beads. I can take this with me with my little container of tools, and I know the stuff is not going to jump from grid to grid. Great idea. Again, this is a grid box, 28 grid box. This was $1.99. Loving that. Okay, 2 more items, I think. Yep. This one is a budget planner. Hang on a second. Let me get into this. Okay. The budget planner was $4.84. It does come 3 different ways. This is the black with the silver prism on it. You can see that it's got the silver prismy type look to it. It also comes in black with the gold imprints on the front. And then it comes, instead of black, it comes in pink. Not a fluorescent pink, a baby pink. If it was fluorescent pink, I'd have it. But it comes in a baby pink, and the baby pink does sell out pretty quickly. So if you see it, grab it and check out as fast as you can because it will be gone. It does come back into stock, but again, the more popular it is, I know the pink one was more expensive than this. This is $4.84. I think the pink one was $5 and something. It was like higher than five, because it's more popular. And as we talked before, things that are more popular, the vendors are going to raise the prices because they know they can get the prices for it. I chose the black. It's basic. All right. Not going to be a problem for me. Hold on. When I knocked my computer, I got my lighting all messed up. There we go. So in this, what I like about this is every month starts with a blank page. In other words, it divides it from the month before. When you get into this, you automatically have your calendar, right? Oh, let me do it on this side. There we go. You have your calendar down here. Right, you have your total incomes, total savings, your month and year up top, your to-do checklist up here, a little spot for notes, all right? But I love that it has the calendar on the bottom with things that you have to do in that particular month, all right? Then on this side, it has your monthly budget. It has everything broken down. Mortgage payment, insurance, electricity, water, sewer, gas, heating, waste removal, phone, TV, internet, clothing, sports or gym, personal care, pet care. And then it has groceries, dining out. So it breaks down your food bill. It also breaks down your loans, whether it's personal loans, credit cards, student loans. So you can figure out how much of each is in your budget for the month. All right. It gives you insurance and medical, meaning health insurance costs, like for those of us that are retired, our Medicare costs that we pay, medical expenses, entertainment, different events coming up, different hobbies we take care of, movies and games. And then down below, it has transportation like car payments, car insurance, gas costs, maintenance and repairs, bus, train, or taxi, and then others and miscellaneous. In other words, what are you going to budget for? Do you have to take a flight someplace? So you have to put that in the budget. I love how it breaks it down. Then you got a couple of pages of expenses. You can record expenses not only on those 2 pages, but you can record them on these 2 pages. So if you want to actually list them out as they happen and then break them down later into those other categories, that's what I plan on doing. Somebody else might have a different idea, but I like to keep track of them as I spend them, and then I'll lump them together at the end of the month. That will help me budget for the next month. And then on the last page of the month, you have your debt tracker. All right. And up here, it's like, what's the debt you have to pay? How much do you need to start paying it off? And then the dates and the amount that you've paid and whatnot. So this is good for, in other words, I had major repairs when I first moved into the house. So I did have to finance a certain part, a specific part of those repairs. So that would be a debt that I want to pay down. Or like if you had credit card debt and you want to pay it down, how much can you fit in your budget that particular month to, instead of doing the minimum and paying a small fortune, how much can you increase that minimum payment and pay more? So it helps you really, really plan. Then it gives you your review, right? And then down here, it analyzes your spending. It even has a little wheel, all right, that you can use like colored pencils or whatever on, or gel pens. You can turn them different colors on that wheel to try to figure out exactly what it'll be. And then you get to rate yourself. Down here in the bottom, you actually have a scale where you can rate yourself. So you've not only got the wheel to show how much percentage of what money is going where, but then you can rate. How did you do? Your honest opinion. How did you do each month? I don't know if I'm going to take it this far, but I like that I have the option. Then you got the blank white page. Then it starts all over again with a new calendar for the new month. All right. So I really, really like this. It has a little bit more than 12 months in it. It's not really thick, but it does have at least 12. Nice spiral bound. The cover on it is that really heavy, thick plastic. It's not flimsy. It's really is very, very thick. So I'm very happy with the planner. $4.84 for the black one. They do have the pink ones in case you're a pink person. All right, last item. Now, this, I just calling it a pull tub, all right, because I don't know what else to call it. Storage basket on wheels, mini storage basket on wheels. This is it. They have these in all different sizes. This is just a handy little storage bin. This particular size was $6.49. They have some that are half as wide. They're like long and narrow. They have some that are more square, not quite as big as this. They have quite a few different sizes. This one I picked is about 7 inches this way, and it's about 10, maybe 11 inches this way, right? And it's about 4 inches deep. I love it because it has these little casters on the back. All right. So when it's in the cabinet and you have it tucked in, you grab this lip in the front, you lift it up, and the back wheels will let you just roll it out instead of you dragging it out or it getting stuck because it's too heavy. Just a little lift and it'll roll. The other thing I like about this, other than the fact that it's super sturdy, all right, this thing is like really sturdy. See this little lip on the back? I don't know if you can see this lip. Can you see this little lip here? All right, on this little lip, if you have another bin the same size, this lip will lock into the opening. All right, so that you can stack them over each other and it'll kind of keep them from sliding apart. Some of the pictures that I saw online had several of these stacked, and they were using these as bins for like onions and potatoes and, things that you don't have to refrigerate. I think garlic and the whole bit anyway. So I'm like, well, this is going to go in the vanity in the bathroom, and it's going to help organize some of my first aid items that I have. So absolutely love this. Really, really happy with this. Nice and sturdy. Again, this was $6.49 for this size. So that's it. My first sponsored Temu haul. What did you think? The selections were all mine. The seed money came as compliments from Temu. Thank you very much for that, Temu. I really appreciate it. I do hope that I'll be able to do additional sponsored videos as part of their influencer team. If you are happy with what you saw, if you like the content, then the items that I presented, give me a big thumbs up. Actually, give me really big thumbs up because this was my first collaboration ever, ever. And I got through it. I'm going to go have a drink. But anyway, share the video so that all your friends, family, neighbors, dogs, cats, whatever, so everybody can see the quality items that you actually can get from Temu at a very, very affordable cost. Less than affordable. I mean, it's just, there isn't a word. I don't want to say cheap because these items are not cheap. These are quality items, very well made. I'm very happy with everything I've been getting from Temu, and I've gotten probably about 50 orders so far, all told, not counting this one, which is a collab. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button so that you do not miss any more videos from me. We're almost at 100, me and my dogs. We're almost at our first 100 subscribers. This is a relatively new channel, but I don't plan on going anywhere. I plan on continuing to bring you a variety of things. I don't know, but it'll definitely be a lot of Temu. I'll be bringing you, I don't know, just a surprise. Temu, 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 Temu. Okay. Yes, I do love Temu. All right. So subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so every time a new video pops up, you're going to know about it. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me. I really appreciate it. Stay inside, stay cool, stay hydrated. Yes, this is my Temu mug, right? Gotta love it. All right. But above all else, stay sweet. And I will catch you again in a couple of days.